Okay, I'm going to show you how to use UDisc. Okay, as you open up, it's likely going to, if you're downloading for the first time, it's probably going to take you through a procedure where you guys set up an account. Go ahead and do all that. I've never got an email from UDisc, so they're not going to spam you with emails. So, but when you get to where your account's all set up, I'm going to tell you about what's in the bottom tray down at the bottom. First and foremost, we're going to go over to the searching the courses. So if you see the search feature down there, it's the magnifying glass that says courses. I'm going to click on that, or touch that rather. You'll notice it comes up. You'll see GPS of a map. You can zoom in, zoom out on that, and then everywhere you see those icons right there, those are disc golf baskets. If you touch one of those, it's going to come up and tell you the course there. It's going to give you a review of the course, the 4.0. It's Charlie Vettner. That's where we played. And if you touch another one, you'll notice there's Iroquois. You can search all around. And even if you were to travel somewhere else, you can just zoom on out and you'll see there's courses everywhere. So if you were to travel maybe somewhere like Kansas City, Missouri, you can zoom in and you'll just find disc golf courses all over. So that's the search feature. And then the other thing that's really nice is creating a scorecard. So when you are going to use this to help you score, all you got to do is click on Create Scorecard. It's going to identify what course you're at. I'm not at a course right now as I'm doing this, but if you were at the course, it would come up at the top really big. So let's just assume that we was going to go to Iroquois. And I've got a sample where I'm going to kind of walk you through this procedure here. And if I click on Iroquois and then click on Main, and then I will confirm that's me that's playing, and I confirm that. And then I hit Create Scorecard. From this point, I am ready to score. So I'm going to use the disc golf video, and I'm going to walk you through and score the first couple holes that I did, just so you can get an idea of how this works. So I'm going through the video now. My first throw, you'll notice I threw it to the fairway, so I'm going to put fairway. My second throw landed up into circle 2, which means it was at least 66 feet away. So from there, you'll notice that I got it into circle 1, which was close to the basket. It almost went in, but it didn't. So from there, I then had a pretty short putt into the basket. So then it was 0 to 11 foot. It was probably about a 5-foot putt. So I'm going to input that there. Then I moved on to the next hole. So I just tapped the 2 at the bottom. You'll notice I threw that one into the fairway. I threw the next one off the fairway. And then from there, I threw it close to the basket again into circle 1. And then there I got in the basket, and that one there was a short putt again, and I ended up with a bogey. So that is number 4. The par was 3 on that, and I got a 4, so that's called a bogey. So from there, I went to hole 3, threw a pretty good shot in the fairway, threw the next shot into circle 1, and then from there, that's where I got my first par. So it went right in the basket, and that one was a pretty good putt there. It's probably like 11 foot, so I'm going to put the second level there. So that's an example of how you do it, and you keep score, and you can notice how it works through the application. And then I would go on to 4 and continue to do that the same way. So that's it. So searching for courses and scoring are the 2 main features of UDisc. But at this point, I'm just going to kind of show you some of the bottom tray features that you have. There's tons of different stuff. If you're ready to get into a league, you can search a league. If you're looking for like tournaments or anything, if you're ever ready for that part, you can do that under events, where it says profile. It gives you a lot of your statistics. So when you really get into it and you got a lot of courses played, this might be important to you. Kind of shows you how you're doing and what you're doing. So make sure you put in your statistics correctly, and this will help you over the long term see how you improve. And then if you go to more, just tons of different stuff. And literally you can get lost in this part right here. So if you wanted to help you practice, you can go to like putting practice, and it gives you the features where you can type in if you have got in like out of a certain amount of throws. You could throw from circle one and putt, and then you can type in how many you've hit in a certain amount of throws. So that's very helpful. You can also do some other accuracy practice there. If you really get into following the pros and stuff, down in this area, you can find and learn a lot more if you go to UDisc Live. This here gives you some information about the pros. So they're playing right there, so if you want to follow along, you can tell this weekend, or this was actually last weekend, they were playing at the MVP Open. You can see Paul Macbeth won it because he's the best ever. But that's not necessary unless you get into it a whole lot. So the other stuff you probably won't use a whole lot, but it is fun. If you get into disc golf, you'll see a lot of that. So that's UDisc. This is the greatest app on my phone. So hope you enjoy it. Hope you like disc golf. Get out there and keep throwing.